an interesting build, because even though it's an heavy combo deck, I think we are almost at 20 entraps in the main deck.
Oh yeah?
So,
oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, I really feel like Elfnote, it's a very solid choice for a tournament like this, especially because he has a lot of consistency, also playing the Power Patron cards. It's a combo deck, as you mentioned.
But I do see...
Oh, it's the Grifo.
The Grifo, but also the Fuvalos in the end. And there it is, indeed, Fuvalos chained. But we have Ash Blossom from Hermann, and that's great news. You could see the disappointment in Joshua. That Fuvalos would have been so good here. But there is the out.
And yeah, here the Mind Shuffle, there's also the Fallen, and Joshua Smith picks up his card.
Wow.
I mean, what a opener from Hermann.
Oh well. I mean, sometimes, you know, these sort of matchups between two absolute powerhouses can give us a back and forth one. Sometimes what it also means is they won't waste time. They know exactly when they're winning and when they are not. And Joshua is quick, of course, to realize that after that Fuvalos didn't resolve, after his Grifo also got shut down, Hermann was just gonna take it from here. And so in less than 2 minutes, we already have the game 1 winner in Hermann.
Yeah, I mean, like with such an opener, honestly, having the Ash Blossom on the Fuvalos and then the Fallen and the Virtues on the Mind Shuffle, it's... yeah, I mean, you can tell Joshua's disappointment, honestly, but sometimes it just, you know, that happens, and game 1 goes to Hermann. So, pretty game 1, I have to say. And yeah, we're going to game 2. Now Joshua is going to start things off, and hopefully we'll get the chance to redeem himself. Yeah, I mean, nothing much that you can
honestly,
say,
not much to say. Now, again, it's gonna be quite a different game. We have mentioned that Hermann is on 20 entraps in the main deck, so it's still going first. You know, Joshua needs to navigate through a lot of interruptions. Speaking of his going first cards, I gotta say his deck is focused, his side deck rather, much more on going second. The going first cards are mostly, you know, just cards to replace, as always, the Mulcharmies and just add more consistency, for example, with the Nadir Servants. But he doesn't really have, you know, those powerful trap cards as in Solemns or other continuous ones. So he's just going to rely on his engine. Let's see if he can bring us to game 3 or if we're going to get the fastest match of the tournament. Our players are ready. Let's jump back into action. Let's see. Here we are. Speaking of, okay, I'm trying to take a look, and wow, there is even more coming from the side deck from Hermann. At this point, also, what's important to mention, Hermann knows what Joshua is playing. I mean, he didn't even, he did see the Grifo as well last, if he didn't, but I mean, they know each other, they are in good terms. So he's perfectly aware, and you can see just smiling to each other. And regardless, I gotta say, Hermann, you know, when you play an event like this one with the freedom of saying, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be in Tokyo, it changes a lot. You know, you have much less pressure on you. If I'm not mistaken, Joshua didn't or is not qualified for the Master Duel World Championship, probably for the first time since it started. And so that changes things up because, you know, the pressure gets you there because, honestly, especially for him, who has won YCSs, the European Championship has a much different caliber because, you know, you want to get to the World Championship and get another chance at it. But for now, Hermann is not really doing anything. We've mentioned that he can go up to even 30. Of course, that's not going to be the case, but possibly he can reach that number of entraps after siding. And I'm surprised. I think this is the first time in my life that I see Hermann reading a card. I think he's really, really an expert when it comes even to the more underdog, let's say, strategies around. But I guess he doesn't want to leave anything to chance. And let's see if this result, I would be shocked. And it seems like it will.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
With that amount of M-traps Hermann is playing, honestly, it's surprising.
No,
This is
absolutely.
resolving, yeah.
This is shocking to me. Like, of course, interacting with the Grifo is almost impossible, but wow. I mean, he has so many outs to this. Maybe it just doesn't feel like this is worth it against Joshua's deck, and he takes a different approach, siding out a significant number of entraps and just relying on field breakers. If not, that's quite unfortunate, because again, he's really playing a significant number. Ooh, and
Also gets rid of
then a
Grenadier.
DS Servant. Yeah, maybe we have another one, or regardless. Now this looks incredible for Joshua. Let's see what he has picked up. Is Hermann playing the pot in the side deck for going second? Let's see, check. Yeah, here comes White Dragon. Maybe not, it seems.
Yeah, this is also something that we saw in yesterday's match when Josh summoned the Zwarsoul. It's a very nice addition from Chaos Origin as well. It's just gives you another line of play.
Yeah, I mean, whenever he has had success or winning tournaments, he has always done it with, I would say, more of a grind strategy rather than, you know, playing cards that shut down the opponent. So we know that he thrives, and now he will get back to Nadir Servant, which explains why it was discarded in the first place. And I mean, this is solid. Again, he doesn't really need to do too many flashy things. He always knows that he can cut off Hermann from a couple of cards and then get another turn where he can do even more explosive things. But yeah, the big surprise here is Hermann not doing anything at all to interact with Joshua. Good news is, regardless of who is going to lose this match, they are still in the competition. As a reminder, yesterday we saw around 2,300 players almost making it to the European Championship. And we went through 9 rounds of Swiss, which are going to be followed today by 6 more rounds. And then for the first time since these new rules, for the WCQ European Championship, we're going to have the cut to the top 8, which means that every single match from then on will be a match that basically gives you an invitation to Tokyo. Because 4 players out of the main event are going to qualify. And they are going to join the 3 that qualified on Friday through the playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see, especially because, yeah, I mean, before with the top 64 you really had to arrive to the top 8, and now it's just in and out from there. So it's
yeah, it's gonna be a huge spectacle. But for now we start things off, and Hermann, unfortunately for him, picks up this Fuvalos a bit too late. You can still get a draw at least. Basically what you are saying is that Cartesia, you know, at the very least, it's gonna give you a draw if Joshua uses it, but unfortunate, as always, to pick that up now.
Yeah, he used the Mind Shuffle in chain. send the Archfiend, send the Light and Darkness Ritual. Well, I mean, Joshua's opener is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's,
it's really,
solid.
really good. And again, it's not about per se shutting down everything, but just about the resources that you're gonna get for next turn. Yeah, here we see Lucina. Gonna be interesting to see also how Joshua is prepared against this deck in general. Definitely something that you would take into account going into the event, but maybe not, you know, especially as we have seen for the deck breakdown, not a top represented deck.
Yeah, it's for sure not among the top contenders.
But yeah, I think this
it?
is it. Just as game one was quickly dominated by Hermann, we have mentioned it, and you can see it, both our friends laughing off, and it's gonna be 12 minutes to have already a decider. 1-1, and we've mentioned it. I mean, it depends a lot on the decks, how they line up against each other, but when you have two experienced players, they don't want to waste time. They know what, you know, what this means. They know when they are in a position that still gives some hope, and they know when it's better to just pick the cards up and go to the next game. But now the pressure is on Joshua because he will be facing off against this heavy combo deck going second. The good news, which I already anticipated when looking at the side decks, is he has prepared a lot for going second, as his deck contains some powerhouses in the forms of Evenly Matched and Lava Golem. Both of these cards can be extremely helpful, and he is already on a lot of Mulcharmies in the main deck, but he goes up to 6 after siding. So again, really relying on his engine and on the possibility of picking up these crucial field breakers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in general, Lava Golem and Evenly Matched are two very solid choices for this weekend. We have seen some players, honestly, playing them, such as Francesco Simoncelli as well. They're very good cards, generally good going second, and I mean, the Lava Golem against Power Patron in general, and then, of course, like, it has a very, very good advantage. And yeah, I mean, for Hermann going first, as mentioned, he's playing a lot of hand traps in the main deck as well, so he's maybe side them out, some of them. He has Solemns in the side deck, which, you know, you can bring in. But it will be very interesting to see how this one unfolds, because essentially both of our duelists went through their combo, nothing that they could do, and then it was just, you know, pretty much over. So yeah, I'm not sure, honestly, how this one could have fallen, especially because Josh has very good options for going second now after side decking.
A lot of interesting cards for sure. On the other hand, Hermann, as you would expect, heavy combo deck, doesn't really need to side a lot. He's gonna tweak his deck just the right amount, adding Cold by the Grave to prevent those Mulcharmies, but outside of that, not really gonna bring a lot of you know, cards for going first. And let's just see again a match for the ages. It's gonna be the last game between Hermann and Joshua. Let's see who can advance with the next one record and having really good hopes of advancing to the top 8 and getting a chance to go to Tokyo. Who is gonna take game 3? Let's find out. There it is. Joshua did open a pretty good end in game 1, going second with the Fuvalos and the Grifo, but Fuvalos got stopped. And I think he has opened it up again, because I do see a Mulcharmy. And now it's Purulia. Do we have an out from Hermann? We do! Ash Blossom again to stop the Mulcharmy. And now the question is, do we have anything else from Joshua?
Yeah, Josh doesn't seem very happy, to be fair.
No.
It's, quite disappointed from this. May not be having any other form of interruption, and just gonna see if Hermann is gonna be able to pull that off. I think it's just a couple of spells, Fallen, and a trap card, which may be the Mind Shuffle. So
unless it's the Evenly. That's the only other
unless
thing.
it's the Evenly, yes.
The Evenly would be really good news, but it could be one of two things, let's say. Very good or very bad. Whenever you see a trap card after siding. But yeah, now Hermann, as you would expect, knows his combo. Even though we still have 35 minutes, he's not wasting any time, playing as fast as he can. Now we see Tinia.
Oh, it also has the Vidolium.
Yeah. It is a power Patron deck at the end of the day.
Looks as though it's gonna be a full combo from Hermann here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna see what kind of interruptions he will be able to set up. A lot of options in the deck. He has some very cool combos that he can do in general with this deck, involving even TG Hyper Librarian. And I guess, again, you could be familiar with what Joshua is playing because he was on stream already. So he might know that he needs to try and play around evenly. Playing around Lava Golem, it's sort of impossible. But, you know, at least I would say if you can, you play around the trap card. Because that is doable. Somewhat.
And yeah, this is the newest addition from Chaos Origin, the Elfnote June Pride, which essentially is one of the main reasons why the deck became so good. Level 10 Synchro Monsters, which is very easy to access.
Yeah, it's gonna bring back the Sterlitzia.
Very, very good card that has changed the deck quite significantly. Just one card, essentially. Yeah.
Crystal Wing up there, offering protection from monster effects, but not quite from evenly matched. Let's see. At least we finally get to see this deck in action. In game one, Joshua picked up his cards immediately as soon as his Fuva loss and then the Mind Shuffle didn't get to resolve. While now we are gonna see this. If it's true that in game 1 and 2 it does make sense to pick up your deck as soon as possible if you know you're done. In game 3 there is no award, I guess, outside of having free time for getting a coffee. So you might as well just, you know, letting it play out, especially because you could always be top decking cards such as Pot of Slot and then getting Lava Golem evenly matched. You know, we have mentioned how these latest pot card just makes going second a lot more feasible for decks, just like it was with Pot of Prosperities, but without the burden of banishing cards from the actual deck. And this will be a huge snipe. Let's see what the Omega pulls out of the end. Of course, Hermann hoping to get a Lava Golem. What is it going to be? Not quite. It's gonna be Engine.
He's gonna now use the Elfnote Welcome Home. Bring in the Fortuna.
Yeah, just a bit of confusion with the banishment.
Take the Rhapsody of Madness. Yeah, that is gonna be very, very difficult to navigate for Josh. It's
yeah, again, the name of the game is Lava Golem and evenly matched. These are the cards that can allow Joshua to get back into the game, possibly. Wow. And we see Magna. I mean, this is just such impressive stuff from Hermann. Fortuna now is gonna get sent. And it seems like now we're gonna get another couple of pickups from Hermann, who is not stopping at all. Just look at the amount of plays and look at the speed at which he's going. Even though, again, there are 30 minutes, he could take his time, reflect a little bit on his action. He knows where he's going, he's super confident, and now he sets up yet another interruption in the dragster. And that is huge because the dragster can actually negate the evenly matched. So at this point, it goes down to Lava Golem being pretty much the only hope for Joshua. There are a couple of things that you can do, but look at this. Having the Magnamut, we can search the Harmonia in the end phase. Incredible stuff from Hermann, and I think that was the mind shuffle, and we pick up the Fuvalos off the top. Looking rough for Joshua. Yeah, just gonna use the Fuvalos. Hermann doesn't really care. And it's indeed the mind shuffle in end, not the evenly matched.
Yeah, that's it. He negated it, and it's over.
That is it. Hermann takes the match convincingly. I mean, sometimes that's just how it goes. What can we say? I mean, we have mentioned in the pre-match discussion that these are among the